Good morning. It's not turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You alright? You alright, Rem? Come on, son. Oh, man alive. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be moaning in this video. Get down, please. I'm not very well again. And I've had it for a while. I want to be mentioned in the comments this morning. Get yourself at doctor's, Dunk. It seems like you've been ill for a while. It keeps coming and going, you know. Hey. There should be two in there, Remy, I think. There is. Look, I brought you two. Ah, you can't see him, he is just literally begging. Look, you can just see his nose. Ah, dear. I'm bunged up, like all my nose is blocked, and I was sneezing during that, what's it called, watch along last night. I had to keep muting the mic. Coughing, spluttering. I made an appointment for Monday at the doctor's, just gone, and I forgot to go. Fucking idiot. So I've made another one for tomorrow. I'm hoping she doesn't tell me off. I've never ever done that in my life, made an appointment, you know, to like doctors or something and not gone, because like you're really fucking people around, aren't you? And that's not cool. I don't want to be one of them people. But the good thing is it's Christmas, right? So tomorrow, before I go, I'm going to go to the supermarket and buy a box of chocolates for the doctor. I do that every year. Maybe it's a bit soft, I don't know. Well, you know, Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas and all that. And it also has a bit of psychology in it as well, right? Dunk knows best, right? Because if in the new year, say I turn up and I go, I really need to see the doctor, I go, well, there's no appointments, we'll ask the doctor. And I go, Mr. Oldham's here, say, can you squeeze in him? And she'll go, of course I can. Oh, it's the same with the guy that brings the gas, that delivers the gas bottles, and the postman at Christmas always bung him a little bit. I do that out of the goodness of my heart anyway, but it's like what I always say, you be nice to people, be kind to people, and they'll remember you. It's like me when I win lottery, you know I'm going to look after you. You know what I'm saying? Well, some of you. So I've been out to the, just a minute. Can you hear it? He stopped moving though. He stood still. So yeah, I've been to the... Every time I start speaking, he moves. Can we help you at all? Thank you. Was it this you were looking for? Oh, I've got to let you into a secret. I mentioned yesterday that this week my favourite bocadillo, that's a baguette, is on offer. €6, right? And you get a bocadillo, so you get a big baguette, about this big, right? With salchichas, sausages, Spanish sausages, right? Cheese, fried onions, and a drink, right? For €6. But I'm not supposed to eat bread. I'm trying to lose weight. You know what I mean? Bread's bad, especially a baguette. And every day I go in there to do the Spanish papers, I think this all the time. Like, oh, I could do one of those bocadillos. It's my favourite bocadillo, and it's on offer this week in that like little deal thing. Well, Will Scanlon, who's a lovely chap on my YouTube channel, he left me this comment yesterday, and he said, he's a channel member, of course. Swag. He said, Will Scanlon, quaffy or one of those sausage things that's on offer? Whatever you want, pal, keep going. So, Will, my friend, I took your advice. It's all Will's fault. And I took a picture for you, Will, because I know you need to see these things. There you go, look. There, oh, it was bloody beautiful. The only thing is, my girlfriend called me at the exact minute it got put in front of me. So I had to have the conversation with her, like, A bit like what she does usually. And 2 hands as well. And so I felt back when I got to the end of it, it was like, all right, catch you later. And I felt like I'd not had it because I was distracted, you know what I mean? Oh, it was bloody beautiful. I don't know, I get weird every day. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Maybe I won't have a lunch today. I got my necklace back on, look. Got him looking out for me, you know what I'm saying? Religious me, you know. Fucking hell. Usually in an evening when I'm going, please God, please God, please God. Ah, dear. Right, guys, listen, I'm not joking. I am genuinely really unwell. I am a trooper. I'm not someone that, like... It takes a lot to get me to doctors, if you know me. My family, my loved ones are always screaming at me, will you please go to the doctor? I'm like, no, I'm all right. So the fact I'm going tomorrow should tell you that I'm really not feeling it. My head, my eyes are killing. I've got all sorts of plans coming up. I'm going to England soon. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. I won't let anyone down. However I feel. But, I just thought if I go to the doctors tomorrow, maybe she'll give me some little kick in before the weekend. We'll see. So, how are you doing? You all right? I've been out. I've got the Spanish football dailies. I've reviewed the Spanish football dailies. What am I doing? See what I mean? See how my memory goes. My memory goes the best of times. It's amazing, isn't it? I think, I was thinking this yesterday. I started Cop Talk, right, when I was about 23. And I'm 50 now, right? So you guys are seeing the gradual decline of me. In saying that, in some of my pictures, I look better than when I was fucking 23. Oh, God. Maybe not at the moment. But, if you're going to be here forever, you're probably going to see the end of me as well. Because I will do Cop Talk until the day I die, whatever age that is, because I love it. And I'll be doing it forever. So you're going to have to go through this journey with me. And you're going to have to look out for me and say, don't get your ass to the doctors and shit like that. You know what I mean? You can tell them. I don't mind a bit of stubble, but it's creeping in, I think. Now, where was I? I can't remember what I was doing. A newspaper review. That's right. I'm going to do that video after this. I posted it already on coptalk.com. If you go there, www.coptalk.com. If you follow me on X at CopTalk, at Duncan Oldham as well, my personal shit, but at CopTalk. There's CopTalk TV on X as well, and Facebook. If you follow at CopTalk on X, or go to the website, I've already posted on like a little summary of what's in today's papers. Right, let's see who we've got to thank. Did I do any live streams yesterday? Oh, I just did the, what's it called? Watch along, didn't I? Watch along. You think I'm winding you up? It's terrible. The watch along was supported by Daryl Kenchington, Jen, and Craig Fairbrother. Jen bought a channel membership, and that went to William White. How nice is that? Thank you, Jen. And thank you for the other gents that supported me. I want to give a shout out as well to my boy Kevin. Kevin Bacon Malt, I think it is. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, or Bacon Malt. His young lad's been having some problems, been in hospital. He's only 8 months old. Kev, he's a token black friend, is Kev. he's fucking great. He always gets my humour. He's an amazing guy. He doesn't come in very often. And I told him yesterday, and this is the God's honest truth. When I was coming back from doing the papers yesterday, I was driving my bike, my scooter, back from the cafe. And as I was coming down my road out here, I was thinking, I ain't seen Kev for a while. He has popped up recently, but I don't see much. And he was on my mind. I was just bumming along my bike, saying, I wonder what Kev's doing. I ain't seen much of him. Yeah, and then he came on the stream last night, but his little lad's been unwell. He was telling me how much of a nightmare it's been with the NHS in England. My family keeps saying, do not come back to this country. The NHS will kill you if you're ever ill. So I think I'll stay here, He was asking about, I think he had to wait ages at A&E and that, And that's with an 8-month-old. And in comparison, he was asking me what Spain was like A&E. And I said, on the times that I've been, or my partner in the past, always seen in between 20 to 40 minutes at A&E. Unless, that's if you've had to wait. Sometimes you just walk straight in. 20 to 40 minute wait. Every test you can imagine, blood test. Now the blood test, depending on what test they are, say it's to do with your arse, that can take 2 hours to get the results for that, as far as I'm aware. You have to let it wait or something. I don't know how it works. Medicals, people will know all that. But blood tests, x-rays, MRI scans, hooking you up to fluids and putting the fluids in your arm when you like food poisoning, or when I had that once. All of that, every time A&E, apart from when I had a heart scare, was home in 4 hours. Everyone, and my partner as well, years ago. You know, really unwell. Twice I think I went to A&E and with things like that. And home within 4 hours, having done all of those tests. Can you believe that? Incredible. When I had, you know, like some heart pains, chest pains a few years ago, they kept me in overnight. Do you know what I mean? Because I can't remember when it happened. It might have happened later in the day, but they kept me in and they wanted someone to properly check things. So that's understandable. But I wasn't left around, if you know what I mean. And the other thing as well is the wards here at the NHS hospital. They're not like wards where you got 10, 12 people on 6 people. It's just a room with 2 people, you and someone else, you know. And I don't want to go in the hospitals, but they're, you know, I don't know. They do all right here, I think. Nobody pays for private healthcare here because the NHS is so good. That's my experiences of it anyway. Do you know what? I know you're going to think I'm taking a piss, but it's fucking ice cold here today. And it says 11 degrees on my phone. It doesn't feel like 11 degrees. We've got these like severe weather warnings in place for cool temperature, you know, freezing cold, like fuck, it's awful out there. I'm not joking. I'm not going out on bike again today. When I got to the cafe this morning, it was the first time in my life I've ever been to the cafe and the door was closed when I got there, which made me laugh. But I'll speak more about that on my my Spanish football review. I was supposed to go to the football this evening. David Villa's Benidorm are playing at home tonight, and I've not seen them for a few weeks. And I've told my friends, you know, I said, I'll see you tonight, see you at the bar, just which is next to the ground, about an hour before kick-off. Not, I weren't going to have a drink or anything, but, you know, just going to meet up with them and that. But I don't think it's a good idea, do you, if I'm feeling shite? I really want to go. But outside, it's fucking cold. You can see I'm off form. Don't think it's going to do me any good, is it? Standing in freezing cold. And it's daytime now. It's going to be like, you know, 8 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock at night, maybe when it finishes. I don't know. I think I've already just given myself the answer. It pissed me off. I've been looking forward to going to that game. I've done the live, what they're called, super chats. Thank you for the super chats on the game last night. Not many people support me last night, but I guess they were watching the match. We have the super thanks now. These are people that have bought me a coffee on the videos. There's like a love art under every video. And here's Will Scanlon. This was yesterday. A coffee or one of those sausage things that's on offer. Whatever you want, pal. Keep doing you, mate. He's fucking lovely, Will, isn't he? I have the best fucking followers around here, man. It's amazing. Adam O'Hare as well. Adam, thank you, brother. He says, appreciate the videos you do, mate. Good info. Makes me laugh. Thanks for putting the time you put into it. And I replied and put, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's what makes it worthwhile. Do you know what I mean? I appreciate that, Adam. Thank you. I think that's it. I mean, I've got Clive Mitchell. Thanks for the update. Don't appreciate it. Here's a coffee for tomorrow, but that was the day before. And also Carl Russell. We do appreciate your videos, my friend. We always do. So I think I'm up to date, really. I don't know. It seems a little bit quiet at the moment. I don't know if everyone's... Is it because it's Christmas and people are busy? How do I change my Wi-Fi connection? So, I don't think I've got anything else to tell you other than the live streams today. I don't know what to do about the live streams today. I will probably do a live stream this afternoon, in all honesty, 1 o'clock UK time, right? Look out for it. If I don't do it, it's just because I'm not feeling well. I wouldn't just toss it off. This evening, I don't think so, because I think as the day goes on, I think I'll get more tired. And I know I sound like a right funny guy, but it's how I feel. And it's just how I feel. I don't do it for attention and shit. Like I say, if you know me, you know that I don't go near a fucking doctor unless I'm really bad. Maybe a cup of tea will fix it. Hey, do you know what I had yesterday? I always have Yorkshire tea biscuit brew or caramelised biscuit brew. Yesterday I went on to just the original and I enjoyed it. I just had a normal cup. Can I have a cup of tea? Oh, but there's no milk. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Oh, yes, there is. If you're new to my channel, you probably won't enjoy this video, but some of you will. My loyalist followers and loyalist hitters watch my morning briefings closely. I think just have a small cup of tea. What do you reckon? I've had 3 or 4 cups of coffee this morning. I really feel like going to bed, to be honest with you. Maybe that won't be a bad idea, right? Oh, he's picked up the wrong one. Watch the camera follow it. No. My kitchen's lovely and clean because it's Wednesday. I have a cleaner that comes on a Wednesday. She's great. It's immaculate. But you know what annoys me? Right, when someone is in my house and they maybe move my laptop, or it might be the cleaner or anybody that's here, alright? And I've got like a MacBook Pro, not MacBook Pro, MacBook Air. Remember that, oh my god, my mind's going crazy. Why is my brain so thick? I've got it here with me. Vivek, do you remember Vivek in New York bought me this MacBook Air so I could do the streams when I'm on the move. It has got a case on it, right? I have put a case on it. But when I leave this in the lounge sometimes, people put stuff on top of it. It's always a chick, do you know what I mean? Like they'll put the remote controls on top, or even your keys, and I'm like, are you for fucking real? Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Or the mouse, or anything. It's like, it's fucking... I look after that stuff, man. There's a joke in there somewhere. It's women don't get it sometimes, it is, you know what I mean? Get it off me. Shall I give him the other biscuit? He's behind me watching, look. Hello. No, you're not having it, you'll end up fat like that. Although it won't do you any harm actually, because you're a bit skinny. Oh. Cause I'm driving home for Christmas, yeah. I got meatballs for my lunch today. Dinner. But with me having that baguette, I think I should try and skip it, you know what I mean? I know you guys will be saying, just go and rest, go to bed. I can't, I'm not one of them people. I really can't. I'm so restless. In saying that, I think I probably would sleep. But I've got things to do, so... Should we have a look and see what these Twitter twats are saying? Well, that's brewing. I can't believe I forgot Vivek's name. I didn't forget his name. There's something wrong with my memory. There's always something wrong with my memory anyway. But today... driving home for Christmas, yeah. I wanted to update Mech United TV today. I'm going to try and do it, actually. Manchester United agree that over half of the players, this is internally, in his squad, are serious candidates for sale in the winter or summer if good offers come in. Half of the Manchester United squad could be available. Arne Slot has defended Darwin Núñez. I would have loved to have seen Darwin score, wouldn't we all? That's why I kept him in for quite a long time. He was a threat, but he couldn't score. I was going to make a joke about being in a nightclub and then looking for women. Not me. I'm all right. I've never been like that. Have you ever been, are you one of them fellas that, I know there's girls that watch this and it's a different angle, but man, I've got mates, they'll go, come on, let's go to a nightclub, you know what I mean? I'm not like that, mate. I know I do all my Benny Hill humour and jokes and shit like that and try to have a giggle and that, but seriously, I've never been that kind of guy, do you know what I mean? I'd rather stay in pub, just fucking listen to some music. Same, I've never been to a strip club or out like that, never. It wouldn't interest me. Why would it? If I wanted someone to dance round a pole and fucking get the boobs, I could do that down here. Virgil van Dijk has now won 200 of his 290 appearances for Liverpool. That's not very good English, is it? The fastest player to 200 wins. Won 200. I understand. All right, I get it. It didn't make sense at first. I think that could have been written better. Virgil van Dijk has won 200 of his 290 appearances. That sounds better, the way I said it. 290 appearances. Trent Alexander-Arnold 304, Andy Robertson 307, Mo Salah 318, Ian Rush 328, Kenny Dalglish 329, James Milner 330. Do you like Formula One and stuff like that? Like I'm seeing that on my feed here. Is there any other sports you like? Like, can you really get into sport? Like, for me, and you won't understand this, I don't think, but sometimes football gets a bit on my nerves. Do you know what I mean? Like, so sometimes I want to escape from it. Someone said to me yesterday, why haven't you gone to the Girona game? Explain yourself. That's someone from the channel. That's a really cool person. I think it was Juggy, I think. It wasn't someone being smart. It's someone that's super cool. Why have you not gone to the game? Explain yourself. That kind of tone. My reply was, because I don't want to go. I have zero interest in going. It's too expensive. I don't want to travel all over. I think if I lived in England now, I would live close to Liverpool, or in Liverpool or thereabouts. Because I'd like to go to the games, but I miss going, I do. But I think if I go once, it'll upset me. I do, honestly, I think it'll upset me. I don't know if it probably isn't an age thing, because there'll be a lot of people my age and older that want to, do want to go to the games and stuff. And I can get tickets at any game I want, never a problem. I've done this for a long time, so obviously I know people, and obviously I was a shareholder as well, so you have certain rights, but the season tickets, there's also we have people that have let's just say with someone at Anfield that has got a box at Anfield. Away game's not a problem, but I think it's because I do this every day and it's been my life. I think we copped to, I love it, but I think there's also a negative side to it, which some people will never understand. But if you imagine every single, you probably think it's a dream if you didn't have to go to work, for example, and you could just talk about Liverpool and whatnot. From the minute I get up in the morning, all day until I go to bed, every day of my life, and I'm in my 27th year, never had a day off. It's Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. And you might think, that's cool. If it was all positive and it was just, positive, yeah. But there's a lot of drama that comes with it as well. A lot of people fall out with each other. When you manage communities, people fall out with each other, and then you've got to step in, and then they fall out with you. And then they go somewhere else and start bitching about you in private group chats. And Do you know what I mean? And then you'll get one of them showing you screenshots of what someone said from that group chat that still wants to be okay with you, but he's pretending to the others that they're not okay with you. And it's just stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same when I go to America, when I go to New York, right? You know, my boys out there, Smooth, my best friend. And people say, why aren't you going to the Liverpool supporters bar? Why, or Carragher's or something like that? I can't think of anything worse. Which doesn't make sense. Before Cup Talk, fucking hell, man, I went to everything like that. But I said it the other day, like, you know, if you were I don't know, a painter and decorator, right? And that's all you do all your life, and you got a week off, would you want to go somewhere and watch someone painting and decorating, or someone ask you about the latest emulsion? Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't, would you? And when I go away for a week to America or 2 weeks or whatever, I don't have time off. I still, you know that. I make my videos and I still do all my shit, you know what I mean? So I've never had a day off. Never had a day off since I started it. It's true that. You can't. How can you have a day off when your life is revolving around news? If I took a week off and came back and said, all right, guys, I've just let you know we've been linked with whoever, you'd be like, well, that was last fucking week. You can't. I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm just trying to explain. Sometimes I don't think people understand. When I go, I'm not fucking interested. I just don't think they understand. When Liverpool win a final, or let's say Liverpool get to a final, I want them to win for you. Not so much me anymore. And I know it's hard to understand. And this is coming from someone that their entire life has been Liverpool since I was a kid. You know? I wish I loved it as much as I did. I don't think it is just cop talk. I think that it's the way the game's changed as well. You know, the way that... You see, younger people won't understand because they've only maybe known FSG as owners, for example. And I don't want to get into that debate. But I just preferred football when there wasn't all the corporate side to it and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just greedy now, and I just don't like it like that. That's why I get more enjoyment going and watching, you know, non-league football, if you like. So, anyway, you know all this. But I don't think it affects things because I don't think it affects like what I do for you. Because if you think about it, someone that runs a Liverpool football channel, they're all like, hey, who's gonna, you know, they're all like buzzing and maybe a bit biased, you know, and I'm not. I think I'm the only Liverpool fan channel that would, you know, person that would come on here and go, give a fuck. It's not really the right thing to do, is it? Because everyone else is passionate and they don't want to hear someone saying that. But I think it gives a different angle, the way that I review news and look at things for you, because you know I'm not just going to big someone up for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? I think it gives a different thing on it. So I think you're going to get balance, you know, balance and honesty, rather than someone going, oh no, he was really good last night, when I just think, he was fucking shite, you know? As long as Liverpool do well, I'm happy for you. That's what I think. I'm happy for you. But I do think there's an element of that where I'm kidding myself, you know what I mean? Because I know if I went to a game, it would take me back. And I don't think I'll ever go and watch Liverpool play again in my life, to be honest with you. I don't. I'm 50 now. I've been out here 17 years. I don't think I will. Sad, really, when you think about that young boy, you know what I mean, that was, you know, obsessed and idolised them. But I think that applies to a lot of things, you know. I think when I was younger, I would have gone and watched England play or something like that. Now I couldn't give a fuck when England, I don't even know when England play, at least I know when Liverpool play. I'm quite getting into my Spanish football at the moment. You know, we're doing the Spanish paper review every morning for you guys, because I'm going to have to sneeze, I think. I'm sorry. I think we're doing, the reason I'm getting into the Spanish football is because I'm reading something, you know, like a build-up to something, and the next day I'm like, I wonder how they got on. Do you know what I mean? And I'm kind of contemplating doing a Spanish newsletter, or maybe even YouTube, you know what I mean? I really enjoy it, and I like to be different. And I think you would have come to the conclusion that I'm different, right? I like to be different. You know, you get all the Liverpool channels and shit like that. You know, they started in recent years, and everyone's got fucking YouTube now or a podcast or something. I hate to bang on about it, but this channel is, I'm not a YouTuber or a content creator. This channel just goes alongside Cop Talk that's been here since the 1990s. So, and I see all these people come in now, you know, and they're fucking everywhere. They get right on my nerves, you know what I mean? But I like to be different. Like, they want to collaborate and do stuff together. And there's some really nice people that come to me all the time and say, will you do something with us? And I'm like, oh. You know, I think I will do something with Gareth and Martin, though, because I like them, you know what I mean? They're like, in them I see genuine people. That's Copites of Anfield YouTube channel and Red Raw LFC YouTube channel. And because I know both of those guys have struggled maybe with their mental health a little bit, or however they would define it, by their own admissions, this is not me saying anything I shouldn't, I want to encourage them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not important in any way, shape or form, but you don't have to be important in life to encourage somebody to do something. And I would like to do that. The downside is they'll probably get hated on for aligning with me. But there's two people there that don't give a fuck, especially Martin. He give a fuck. But I like to be different. I like to do my own thing. And it's saturated today. You know, someone don't come along today and only watch Cop Talk or only attend a Cop Talk live stream. Well, actually, I do have some newcomers this year. I won't name them, that are exceptionally loyal. They're very loyal to me. But, you know, like back in the day, it was Cop Talk. You know what I mean? Today, this fucking hell, it's I'd hate to be like on the other side, you know what I mean? Like just a fan today. Like I'd be like, I wouldn't know what to believe. There's so many different Liverpool sites and YouTube channels and podcasts. It's saturated. It is oversaturated. It's just too much, I think. I think you single out someone that you like and you stick with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't imagine sitting and watching another YouTube channel about Liverpool. But I do think that the, what's it called? Anfield Raw project, if you like, which is Gareth and Martin together. I could sit and watch them. Yeah, and I think they're authentic as well. More authentic than me, them fuckers. Yeah, I don't think they'll let me down at all. I think they're good. They're good peoples, I think. You know what I mean? Mature, sensible, switched on. Funny as fuck. Yeah, I want to see them succeed. I hope they succeed, I do, honestly. But how do you define success? The amount of subscribers you got? Nah, it's a fucking load of shit. The amount of money you make? Nah. I think, you know how I measure success today with the stuff I do? By the feedback I get in the comments on here. I don't need to look for feedback on the members website because all the VIP members are like, you know, they've been with me for donkey's years and you know what I mean, the legends. They've been on that journey with me for more than a quarter of a century, most of them. But on YouTube, obviously you get newcomers and people that have been here a long time. And I read some of the comments to you, right? The nice comments. And when people say you make a difference to my life, however bizarre that might be to me, I consider that a success. So, and don't get me wrong, you know, this is part of an age thing, because when I was in my 20s, the more money that was coming in, the more, oh, you know, this is fucking great, you know what I mean? Because you're younger and that's how you think, you know. But when you get a little bit older, you start to think about what being successful is. So, on my, you know, through my journey in life, you know, the older you get, the more people you meet. The more people you meet with struggles, you know. I had a brief relationship with a girl last year that was blind. I know there's a joke in there, and she would laugh as well. Well, she wasn't completely bad, she was just, it doesn't matter. But the point is, she had struggles, right? And from that, I take away the memories of that, the struggles that she had. So we went away, you know, we went to, say, a hotel away together, and I would take her to breakfast and she used to put her arm through me. Do you know what I mean? And I'd walk her through, you know. And yes, she did have a stick, and yes, she had a guide dog as well. And I know maybe that's funny to some people. you know, but she knew what I looked like. She could see, she just couldn't see very far ahead. It was like a mist. But up here, yes, and I was definitely up here, trust me. And she had a special, you know, she could read newspapers with a special thing and a mobile phone. She could, you know, and I had a special attachment to her, you know, because, you know, when you go for breakfast in a hotel and you go, right, I'm going to go and get something else now, and you get up and go. She couldn't do that, could she? Do you know what I mean? And I remember one day this was in Glasgow, lovely hotel, began with an M, I can't remember. It's that posh chain, I don't know what it is. I can't remember what it's called. And I think it was an M. She said, I'm going to go and get some more toast or something, but I'll go and get it for you. She went, no, I'll get it myself. And I was like, and she got up, bless her, and I watched her like go through the tables and go and get what she wanted and come back. Fucking, you know what I mean? And the point I'm trying to say here is that as you get older, you experience more. So because of my time with that girl and my friendship with that girl, I am now more grateful that I have vision. These are things that we take for granted. Many of us, you know, we got Paul on here that messaged me recently that said, I appreciate you doing the newspapers because I'm visually impaired or whatever. So he will understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Not everyone has vision, but I'm sure the majority of people on here do. And these are things that, you know, I would never have thought about, you know, but I spent time, I used to watch TV with her and I had to tell her what was happening. You know, like, oh, there's this on the screen now, he's reading a newspaper, you know what I mean? It was, I don't know, it just made me more grateful, I guess. The school, you know, someone I went to school with recently died. I wasn't close to them in any way, shape or form, never spoke to them since school. They probably wouldn't even know me, or I know them if we walked past each other in the street. But they died, and I can't say that I was like broken about it because I had no relationship with this person, but I was sad as a human being. I was like, fucking hell, man, you know, I went to school with that person. And then someone I used to play out with when I was 10 years old, a girl that was a couple of years older, you know, we always used to play together on the streets as kids. She recently died, and she was someone that I absolutely adored my childhood with. And she died. So as you're getting older, you start to realise all these different things. You know, like you do see more people pass, you do experience more, and then your whole outlook on life regarding success and desire changes, I think. So you go from being that young kid that wants to be a millionaire or a detached house and 2 children and 2 cars and a wife or a husband or whatever. You go away from the materialism of needing to be the best and wanting to be the best or whatever. Not everyone's like that, but many people are. And you become a bit more humble. You know, I've had the brand new Mercedes-Benz. I've had probably 6 of them. I don't know. You know, I've done that over the year thanks to Cop Talk, you know. Bought every single one. You know, never financed or anything. Was able to do that. Private plates, all that. Now I'm bumming around on a little scooter. Do you know what I mean? Like how things have changed. You know, and I'm so fucking happy on my little scooter. Yeah, just bombing down to the garage to get the newspapers for you guys. Sitting in the cafe this morning, whether you believe me or not, I was sat there and I thought, I'm so grateful that people support my YouTube channel and Cop Talk that it enables me to go out and do this. You know what I mean? Because if you're spending 200 to 250 a month just doing that, it's, you know, it adds up, right? Especially with all the other bits and pieces that are thrown in over the course of the month. But people support me, and I just sat there this morning. I was having my baguette, you know, that Will bought me, and I was thinking, I'm so fucking grateful. You know, like I enjoy this. It gets me out, and I think it does me the world of good. So you do change as you get older. So for me, I measure success now by the happiness, I guess, that I bring. And how do you bring happiness on a fucking a YouTube channel stood in a kitchen talking about football? How is that even possible? You know, it's, you know, I'm not a wishy-washy person. Do you know what I mean? And I know there'll be people on here going, oh, yeah, success, he's just fucking fat bloke stood in the kitchen. I know that's the whole point. I agree with you. If you're one of my haters thinking that, I agree with you. We can't defy the facts here, right? But to some people, however bizarre you may think that is, they leave comments saying, morning briefings is the highlight of my fucking day. Now, you might think, well, some fucking day they've got. Yeah, but they might be the first person to say that themselves and say, there ain't fucking much happening in my life, but at least I can have a fucking laugh with Dunk. Or a bit of wisdom. Do you know what I mean? So if you have got a YouTube channel or whatever, or whatever you do in life, don't measure success by what's in your bank account. Or how popular you are. Or how many friends you've got. Because you'll realise in life that you haven't really got any friends. You'll have a couple. I always think, who would be there for you under any circumstances? Any circumstances, any time of day, right? And I remember our best mate Kenny, remember he died at 37, his dad was a doorman in Scarborough. He was like the hardest man in town, like everyone knew him, all the girls fucking loved him. I remember saying to him when I was 15, I said, you've got so many friends. And he went, I ain't got any friends. I don't want everyone speaking to you all night long. He went, they're not friends. He went, Duncan, I can count real friends on one hand. Each of them fingers. And he went, let me tell you now, son, you're one of those fingers. I was 15, I was buzzing when he said that. And he went, you'll be lucky if you can fill your hand with real friends that will do anything. And I mean anything. Do you know what I mean? If I rang Smooth in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, and said, you're going to have to move this body, he wouldn't say whose body is it. He'd go, whose car we're taking? What we're doing? That's that kind of friend. I mean, I don't want to go around murdering people, but do you know what I'm saying? Because everyone's got their own shit going on in their lives, right? So I always think of Miserable Martin. You know, he always says, you know, he's miserable, right? Miserable. Call him Miserable Martin. He's funny as fucker on here. Miserable Martin. And I try to stress it. I try to get it in his head. You've got to remember, I've never met Martin. I don't know Martin offline. I just know him through the YouTube, through Cop Talk or whatever, right? And he's a lad that deserves to be happy. And if I'm thinking he deserves to be happy, he deserves everything positive to happen to him in his life, doesn't that make him successful that someone is thinking that of him? Instead of thinking he's a cunt, miserable cunt. Do you know what I mean? The fact, you know what I mean? Like in my eyes, I want to see and meet Martin. You know, like he'd be one of the first people in the world that I would want to change his life if I was in a position to do so. I'm not, unfortunately, but if I ever am, he'd be one of the first people that I'd want to put a smile on his face, eventually, finally. So does that not make him a success, that he's conducting himself and conveying who he is to people, and we think, you know what, we all like Martin, he's fucking mint. Yet in Martin's world, he don't think he has anyone if you were to ask him. So therefore, Martin is a success to us. But to Martin, he probably doesn't see himself as successful. Ask him. But if people love you, and I do love Martin, hashtag no diddy, then maybe you've cracked it in life. You're always going to get people that dislike you, especially me, you know, if you're a bit cheeky and if you don't take any prisoners. Because when people, I ain't got time for drama. When they start that shit with me, I'm like, fuck off, go away. And some people don't like that because they want to continue it, or they want to feel like they're important. Unfortunately, if you write a publication, if you host a publication, if you host a podcast, host a YouTube channel or anything, you're always going to get people that like you and dislike you. That comes with the territory. I mean, that's the same with anything, isn't it? Any writer, a political writer, someone will go, well, I really like what they write. Some people go, oh, they're absolute shite. That's just life. It's just opinions, right? I'm not really sure it matters who doesn't like you in life. I don't think that really matters. Success. So yeah, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I ain't seen much success in my life, or I don't feel successful, or I'm forever chasing bills and fucking debt and money, maybe you don't realise that you are a success. I mean, first of all, you've got life. And I know you might be thinking a big deal, but there's a lot of people that have fallen younger than us that would take our struggles to be alive again. Do you not think? Maybe you have got success, or you have experienced success because maybe you've got someone that loves you and would be devastated if you didn't exist. That's been successful then, right? Because if I died, I think there's some people would miss me. I do think that. My kids would miss me, my girlfriend would miss me, my family would miss me, all the people that matter would miss me, and I'm sure there's a few people on here would miss me. And that's why we need to enjoy everything we can while we can. Unfortunately, we tend to deem success an achievement because of money, because the stresses of life. How am I going to pay this? How am I going to pay that? I go through this shit. I'm no different to anybody else, you know. And it's you feel like you're just getting there and boom, tax man. We want 800 off you this month. It's like fuck me, you know what I mean. If I left you alone, you'd be all right. But that's life, right? In theory, if you're being taxed so much, then you must be making it to tax you. That's what people would say. But it certainly doesn't feel like that to me. For me, it feels like you're literally just fucking getting up, working, paying the bills, and just battling on through life. And I know there's people on here that watch my videos that have got financial struggles. I know that because they've spoken to me. So they don't feel successful because they can't enjoy life. And that's why I just want to win the lottery, because if I won the lottery, and the big lottery, the Euro Millions, I could just change their people's lives. Do you know what I mean? How nice would it be to do that? But don't manage, or not manage, what's the word? Don't come to an opinion or a verdict about your life about, I haven't been successful. You know, because if you've got vision, if you can hear, if you've got some kind of mobility maybe, whatever it is, I mean, you might be able to hear but not see, or the other way around or something, but someone somewhere is worse off than us. That's what I think. And someone up there in heaven would probably love to come back and have another shot at life, you know? So we must be grateful. I know it sounds like I'm a wishy-washy fucker. I'm really not. I'm not at all. My morning briefings tend to go like this. They tend to go off into a thing like that. But that's because I know that people listen. And as I've said many times before, I think that when I speak in my morning briefings, when I express myself, I feel like it's a form of therapy for me, because maybe what I'm saying to you, maybe I'm listening at the same time. Do you know what I mean? We've got life, so let's just enjoy it, I think, for now. I should go. Don't get me wrong, there's been many times I've not wanted to have life. No, I wouldn't say many, a couple of times. I think during that pandemic, I think my head was all over the place during the pandemic. I was very lonely and everything was going wrong, and it just wasn't a good time, I think. But I actually feel like I'm in a good place these days. Really good place. But I won't be able to do it without you guys, without the comments you leave me. It's true. It's very true, that. And sorry, I'm reading X to see if there's anything I can tell you. Yeah, I'm enjoying life. And maybe it'll take you a few years to realise that life isn't all about money. I know it makes life easier. And yes, I'd rather cry in a Mercedes-Benz than on a push bike. But you know, if you genuinely feel like you ain't got anything right now, materialistic, financial, you haven't got a girlfriend, you haven't got a boyfriend, maybe you've got no family, no friends, you've got us here. There's number one. And there's people that have come onto our live streams before that have broke down on a live stream and said, I'm feeling, and they've had so many people rally round, you know. And sometimes they come along and they'll tell us, my whole life's falling apart and this and that, and we all spend hours talking to them in a few days, then you never see them again. So hopefully they're all right, you know. You never know, you don't know. That's why I always say, please do come and see me. You know, if you've commented on here, I remember when people go missing, and it's not very nice. Do you know what I mean? But if you feel like you ain't got now, you've got us. And we're Liverpool fans. Even if you're a rival sport, it doesn't mean you've still got us. You know what I mean? Like, we'll always look out for you together. And if you are young and you're worried about life, don't be. It'll be all right. It's got to be all right, isn't it? At the end of the day, right, if you fall on your ass and you end up homeless, just fucking drop me an email and I'll come and get you. Right? We'll have a right fucking laugh. You know what I'm saying? We'll be all right. Keep fucking going. And as I said yesterday, don't let the bastards grind you down. All right? I'm going now. I'm going to do this newspaper review. If you enjoyed this video, or if you appreciate this video, please give me a thumbs up. I know there'll be some miserable fucker that'll thumbs down it. They don't deserve anything in life. In fact, if they thumbs down this video today, I wish all evil on them. They're going to have to be... They're going to die and watch Manchester United reruns for the rest of eternity. Fucking hell, that'd be awful, wouldn't it? Yeah, but if you're a nice person, thumbs up my video. If you're a cunt, thumbs it down. Drop me a comment. Anything you want to say, let me know. Let's keep bouncing off each other. So what do you reckon, girls? Let's keep bouncing off each other with our positivity. Let's enjoy being Liverpool fans. Great time to be a Liverpool fan, isn't it? It really is, isn't it? I remember a few years ago, I felt like I was doing videos every day going, fucking FSG. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, there's people still moaning about FSG at the moment. Seriously, I mean, yes, you can understand, like, we're approaching January, they won't do anything. I get it. I completely understand. It's the people obsessed with FSG. Top of the league, flying high. But you're right. In January, you know, if we're complacent, if we take things for granted and it goes pear-shaped, then you've got every right. Yeah, too right. Fuck yeah. I don't like FSG. I gotta be honest with you. I don't like them. Just saying. If you want to buy me a coffee, then there's a love out under my video. I'll be back in the cafe tomorrow morning, all being well. And every day, I buy coffee. I only bought a bocadillo today. I guess it's on offer for the next 2 days, but I shouldn't do that really. Let's see what the weighing scales say tomorrow. Every day, I go and get the newspapers. I get some coffee, and then when I finish, I go and get €1 worth of lottery tickets. Look, there's our numbers for today. Only €1, look, 50 cents a line. So I'd say how much the jackpot is today. Unfortunately, guys, if I win this one, I won't be able to do much about it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not the biggest lottery in the world, this one. It's the Euro millions that we need to win. It's 2.1 million jackpot euros. What's that going to be? About 1.6, 1.7 million sterling. Sounds a lot. 40% tax in Spain, I think. Is it 40% tax? Can you believe that? How much tax in Spain lottery? How much is... Or maybe it's 20%. Yeah, 20%. Fucking hell. Imagine winning lottery and losing all that. If I win 100 million on the Euro millions in Spain, how much will I be left with after tax? Give me the answer in pounds. 20% tax exceeding €40,000. Therefore, if you win 100 million, the taxable amount would be 99,960,000. After deducting tax of almost 20 million euros. Imagine losing 20 million. Think what you could do with 20 million for all them poor fucking... I'm thinking of dogs down in the animal shelter. 20 million euros given to the government. Play the Euro Millions in England, that's what I say. You're not taxed, are you? So we'd only receive 80 million. And if I won 80 million euros, I would begrudge the 20 million euros that I had to give to the government. So hang on, we'll calculate it now into sterling. We'd have £65.9 million. £66 million. Would that be enough for us? I think that'd be enough for us on here. 66 million. I'd be alright. You'd be alright. Animal shelter would be alright. And then we'd have a big fucking party, then we'll all be alright. Nice one. Can't wait to win it, guys. Got to be in it to win it. But the thing is, the jackpot isn't that this weekend, is it? We might have to take a little bit less. 66 fucking million pounds. Ah, dear, 66 million pounds. Oh, it's 64 million euros. 50 million sterling, 20%. Nah, we'd still be all right, I reckon. We'd be all right. So, I'm off. It's almost an hour long. Well, let's keep going and make it an hour, because that'll piss some people off. So, Remy, where are you? Here he comes. He was on the sofa. I heard him jumping. Well, you're not. It's not allowed on the sofa, you know. It's a material sofa. It's not like leather or like that. So, and he's the only dog I've ever had that loses hair, and she's just cleaned that, hasn't she? Yeah. Hello. I wish you could see on there. You want to see? Do you want to see yourself? Yeah. All right. Oh. I don't know. I've done some sort of lock on it, Remy. You're right. We're just killing time, son. We're just killing time. It says AEAF lock. What does that mean? Right, we've got 2.5 minutes. I can do a lot in 2.5 minutes. What can we talk about for 2.5 minutes? Let's make it so much to do with Liverpool. Liverpool are going to win the league. Liverpool are going to win. Are they going to win the Champions? Yeah, Liverpool are going to win everything, right? Or we're going to be left again where we've gone, we're just throwing it all away. That's why I think it's important that we do something in January. I think it's psychological. I think it spells out, a big, like, what's the word? It says a lot to your rivals, doesn't it? Like, fucking hell, the top of everything. And they're still strengthening. And what does it say to your existing players? You know what I mean? Like, fuck me, they've bought someone else that plays in my position. I better up my game. Contract situations. They're all going to be signed, aren't they? They're all going to be signed strategically. They've got to do it around that January window so that everyone can have some be happy to. I mean, if you were sat there now, if you were Richard Hughes now, what would you be thinking? You'd be like, right, okay, we're going to give him what they want. Right, but we're not fucking doing it yet. Let's wait till we get near January. Because then all them silly bastards, they'll all just think that it's like 3 new signings. Do you know what I mean? You know it's coming, don't you? What about that Marmouche? Do you like him? I think you should keep an eye on him. Inacio, that's gone quiet, hasn't it? And then there's Loic Bardet. Yeah. Was he the backup to Virgil van Dijk, though? Hughes went out there, didn't he? Do you remember, after the window closed? Yeah. I wonder if there's anything the Spanish football dailies today to do with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid. You're going to have to watch, aren't you? You're going to have to watch. So, streams. I might do one this after. Might. Got a couple of hours until then. Alright guys, so I appreciate you watching, and I'm going to try and stop it bang on. If this says 1001, like 1 hour, 0 minutes, 1 second, I'll be fuming. I've got 40 seconds to go. Do you know any jokes? I got it. What? It's chewing the fucking tea towel again. What are you doing with this? What is this? What's this, you fucking idiot? Has he got a thing for chewing the tea towel? What's wrong with you? Do you know what I might be put down? Right, I'm off. Yeah. All right, guys, see you later. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll speak real soon. All right.